Hi, friends. Welcome back to episode 23 of our Live Well with Purpose podcast show. Okay. All right. So, um, I'm making sure that I'm live on live stream, actually on Instagram and on Facebook and everything else. Okay, I'm so glad that you're here today because this one is going to be personal. Today, we're talking about how a cleaner home can actually lead to a clearer mind and better health, and how that ties in with something that's really close to my heart, and that is my faith-fueled detox method. Okay. Before I start, though, I want to share a little bit more about this. I want to just take a minute to tell you why this message matters so much to me. From the very beginning, God only showed me pieces of the picture. I did not realize it then, but He was actually shaping every season of my life with intention. I first fully experienced His presence when I was 19 years old. It was a very painful moment in my life, but it was also the moment that I knew that He was my friend, and He was my comfort, and He was my foundation. And that experience grew my faith, and it gave me something very unshakable to stand on. It's where the rest of my life just began to unfold for me. And years later, He blessed me with an incredible husband and 4 beautiful boys. When they were little, I had a really deep desire, as any young mom would, right, to raise them to be strong in character. That's how I envision them: strong in character, kind in their community, to be helpers, good community helpers. That's what I would call it. Just leaders, men of faith. Like, that's how I envision them. And that's when detoxing my home and actually homeschooling, first became important to me. I wasn't thinking about trends. I was just thinking about their future. Um, I felt like if I could work with them, at a very young age, that was going to be huge for their future as men. And so, as I started working again from home, I also realized how essential fitness and health were to being productive and just having energy to show up fully in all these areas of my life. But if I could be honest, that season eventually gave way to hustle. I let my business consume my energy, and my wellness just began to suffer. Um, I thought that I had to choose between being a good mom and taking care of myself. If I could be a good mom and then keep up with my business, we were doing well. So taking care of myself just kind of got put in, what do they call it? The burner, right? So God gently brought me back, and He showed me that my health is actually not separate from my purpose. It was actually a part of it, and it was an act of obedience. So that's where detoxing my body began, and later, even detoxing my mind, as He walked me through the certifications in mindset and leadership. I thought that I was doing it for my team members, but it was actually for me. It was actually part of my journey and part of my purpose. So finally, He reminded me that He had given me gifts, not just for my home, but also for my family's future. My background is actually, and my degree is in accounting, and He has given me a love for stewardship. So I saw how financial wellness actually fits into this too: less waste, better decisions, and more freedom. So that is how my faith-fueled detox method was born. This is what I call a 3-step holistic framework designed for professional, faith-driven women, just like you. who want to detox their homes, detox their bodies, detox their minds, all while also growing and drawing closer to God, the creator of heaven and earth. And I believe this method works because it reflects God's design, his spirit, soul, and body working together. Like that's us, right? So here's your invitation. Join my free 5-day challenge, which starts at the end of May. I've called it Swap the Waste, Fuel the Change. We're going to be focusing on detoxing your home, yes. On reclaiming your energy, yes. We're going to even be saying goodbye to paper towels for good, right? Yes. Okay. But you're going to walk away with tangible swaps, just a fresh perspective and tools to fuel real lasting change. I'm going to drop the link in the show notes below. It's totally free. If you'd like to, if you're like, oh, I'm not going to be able to make it live, that's okay. Replays are going to be available. If you'd like those recordings and just to be able to, do it on your own time, sure, you can snatch that too. But I would love to see you on the inside. Just remember this: God sees the whole picture of your life. Maybe today He's inviting you to just take the next faithful step. All right. Thanks, my friends. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.